Hi friends, today's story is The Puffin Who Wanted a Pretzel, written by Patrick Whitby and illustrated by Olivier Chen. Percy is tired of eating fish, but can a puffin really find a pretzel by the sea? Let's find out! Percy the Puffin lived high on a cliff, where the wind went whoosh and the sea went swish. He had black and white feathers, a bright orange beak, and he squawked at least 300 times a week. But Percy was not like the rest of his flock. While the others ate fish on wave-splashed rock, he'd sniff every sardine with a wrinkled-up beak and mutter, "No thanks, I'd rather starve for a week." Sardines for breakfast, dinner, and lunch. Sardines, 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 munch, munch, munch. "Enough!" he cried out and flopped to the floor. "No more sardines. I can't take any more. No more squishy fishy swirling in my tummy. Just once, I want something yummy." "Something pretzel-y," he squawked with delight. The puffins looked puzzled. Did they hear him right? "What's a pretzel?" asked Polly mid-sardine chew. "Oh, it's golden," cried Percy, "and fabulous, too. I saw it once in a book by the sea. So twisty, so salty, so crunchy. Wowee." Then Percy knew just what he had to do. Go find that snack he'd been dreaming to chew. So he set off alone with one goal in sight, waved goodbye to his pals, and took off in flight. He zipped through the fog like a supercharged rocket, on a mission to find a pretzel to pocket. "Got a pretzel?" he asked a squid with a limp. "Nope," said the squid, "but I've got some fresh shrimp." "Got a pretzel?" he asked a crab scuttling by. "Nope," said the crab, "but I've got clams you could try." "Got a pretzel?" he asked a seagull mid-snore. "Nope," squawked the gull, "but I've got garbage galore." "Got a pretzel?" he asked a bird with weird hair. "Nope," puffed the bird, "just eels, but I'll never share." A tap-dancing lobster yelled, "No pretzels here." A mighty blue whale boomed, "Never heard of 'em, dear." He trudged past old docks, feeling down on his luck, past seagulls and seals and one waddling duck. His wings felt heavy. He let out a sigh. "Maybe pretzels," he mumbled, "just aren't nearby." Then, sparkle, shine, down by the pier, a boy held a snack that made Percy cheer. Golden and swirly, warm from the sun, Percy gasped and shouted, "That's the one!" "A real-life pretzel!" He let out a squawk. Percy jiggled with joy, completely in shock. "Can I try just a nibble? A chomp? A bite? I've eaten sardines for my whole puffin life." The boy grinned and said, "Well, sure, little dude." Percy snatched it, going wild for the food. The crust gave a crunch and the salt sparkled bright. Each bite was so warm, so doughy, pure delight. He nibbled, he gobbled, he wiggled with cheer, then soared through the sky, smiling ear to ear. "So long, sardines. Hello, pretzel dreams." But, uh-oh, just then it slipped from his grip. It plunged through the air like a pancake mid-flip. It bounced off a walrus, then bopped off a seal. Percy dove and caught it. The puffins would squeal. He flapped home with crumbs stuck to his beak, shouting, "I found the snack that I seek." The puffins couldn't believe their eyes. A pretzel? With salt? What a surprise! "Please, Percy, please, we want to try it." The puffins were thrilled. They couldn't keep quiet. Percy stood tall and puffed out his chest. "One at a time, let's all try our best." He broke off small pieces and passed them around, till each puffin was smiling, safe and sound. They nibbled and nodded and gave a loud cheer. "This snack is amazing! Bring more over here." But Percy yawned as the stars started glowing. The waves whispered softly, the tide was slowing. They curled up in burrows, all cozy and tight, and dreamed of warm pretzels the rest of the night. Now, every evening when the moon starts to rise, the puffins gaze up at the stars in the skies. Then, one by one, in the salty sea breeze, they waddle up to Percy and whisper, "Just one pretzel, please?" What a fun story! Percy proved that big dreams, even pretzel dreams, can come true. Thanks for reading with me, friends. See you next time. Bye!